Peace and love, fam. Welcome to the channel. It's your boy Monte. You know what it is. You know what I do. You know how I get down. For those of you who are new to the channel, thanks for coming by. Thanks for stopping by. Hopefully you like what it is that I'm about to get to you. That's my little two-step right there. Sometimes I throw a little something extra in there. Big guys, 260, 6'5". Can't do a whole lot, but I can do what I do. All right, guys, so let's get into what it is we want to talk about. And big shout out to my girl Betty for putting me in there with that intro, special touch graphics. I leave her information in the bottom. Also, guys, if I don't answer your information in the comment sections, be sure to email me if it's a pertinent question that you feel that I need to be answering. I leave my email in the bottom as well. Let's get into it. Black Girls Run. The concept is beautiful. Great intentions. Faulty concept though, guys. Faulty concept. You know what I mean? So it's a great concept in the fact that individuals are engaging in group training and are trying to become healthier. That's a beautiful thing. It's faulty because most of those individuals are trying to lose fat, and running is not the key to fat loss. I know you've been told this, I know you've been sold this, and I know it appears to be that a lot of people who do a lot of running are thin, but that's not because they are running. All right, let me explain why. Let's get into it right here, guys. Let's get into it. Benefits of running. Here are the primary benefits of running. It is neurogenesis, meaning it is able to reproduce new brain cells, guys. So that's a beautiful thing. That's aerobic training in general. Also, it is great for the cardiovascular system, great for the heart. So that is a benefit. Respiratory system, it's great for the lungs. Mood enhancement, it is great for the mood because it releases dopamine and other endorphins that impact the brain positively on the mood level, and also the regeneration of brain cells. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful thing, guys. Beautiful thing. Now, what this does on the other end, it has a minimal impact on weight loss and fat loss. That which these young ladies are really trying to accomplish is this right here. They're not engaging in running for this. Now, this is good. This is a benefit. This is the primary benefit. But their goal is this, and they're going about it the wrong way because this is minimal as far as the results from running, fat loss, weight loss, especially around the abdominal area. Now, they may even be increasing the likelihood that they're going to store more fat around the abdominal area because they are engaging in running because of the impact of cortisol being released anytime you do anything stressful, and running releases cortisol as well as any other exercise activity. But there is a difference between just the release of cortisol and the release of other hormones, etc., that balance out the cortisol and actually turns into a fat burning scenario versus a fat storing scenario when cortisol is released alone. And this is what is happening when these ladies are running, not sprinting, but running. All right. Side effects as well. Also, it induces carb cravings in many people. So when you do these long runs, it's really likely that you're going to induce carb craving and you're going to want to eat more carbohydrate. And if you're trying to burn fat, you don't want to be engaging in a whole lot of carbs, simple carbs. All right, we're not talking about the complex carbs, which are the vegetables, etc. All right, also, you run the risk of the hip, back, and knees being damaged severely, especially if you're overweight. And I see a lot of individuals who are overweight running. I'm not in the best shape. I'm working myself back into shape myself. So, because you might be saying, well, Monte, you ain't looking like that. You are right. Monte is out of shape. And he hasn't been able to work out for 8 years. But now, the last 2 months, he's been able to work out. Me. No, just kidding, guys. Third person. All right, cortisol is high, and that's fat storing. All right, guys, the hip, back, knees, this becomes a real issue. So the black girls. So weightlifting resistance training, guys. Weightlifting resistance training. This is the key to weight loss, fat loss, along with proper nutrition. Proper nutrition. All right, that's the key. That's the key. So this is what we want to do, guys. We want to lift weights. Black Girls Run is a great concept for the group training and for the engagement in exercise. Running is not the key. Let's talk about the key. Weight loss, weightlifting, and resistance training, along with great nutrition. All right. So the weightlifting builds the muscle skeleton. It also enhances fat loss. It strengthens the body. It reshapes the body. It's efficient for the metabolism, meaning the more muscle you have, the more efficient your metabolism is going to be, guys. It slows muscle atrophy. You want to slow down the loss of muscle. This is absolutely essential. Again, the body begins to deteriorate every year, every decade. After our 20, we are losing muscle, and it becomes accelerated. The older we get, the less active we get. The nutrition that we are intaking and the types of exercises that we are doing. If you're running, you're likely running off some muscle as well. You definitely are not enhancing the muscles that you need for the slowing of this muscle atrophy, for the appearance of the body to maintain itself and to gradually age instead of accelerating into the age, getting older, feeling older, looking older, and actually becoming a older body. We can make the body young again, and how we do it is through the resistance training. I'm not saying you can't run, but you want to focus in on this resistance training. If your main goal is weight loss and fat loss, the running and the aerobic exercise is great for neurogenesis, cardiovascular, respiratory, mood enhancement, dopamine release. That is the primary benefit of running or any aerobic type training. All right, guys. Again, if you have questions, leave them in the bottom. Again, if I don't answer questions, guys, email me. I'll leave that description in the bottom. I'll leave my email in the description in the bottom, guys. In the bottom. I know many of you ladies want to know or you're trying to say, well, Mate, I don't want to look like a man. You're not going to look like a man. Trust me, unless you try to look like a man. And then many of you who might try to look like a man, you're not going to look like a man building muscle. You just don't have that much testosterone in you in order to produce that. But what you do want to do, you want to build muscle. There's no such thing as a tight body without muscle being the primary makeup of the body. Muscle and fat have an inverse relationship. You must understand that. You must realize that. You have to build muscle. It's going to be your best friend, not only for fat loss and weight loss, but for longevity of this anatomy, the skeletal system, etc. All right? That's what you want. That's what we want. Peace.